change, we need to consider as well. If we add when the customer submit the card and then we receive the order, we maybe have some additional line added in. So those calculations will be done in AX or in Magento side. So also need to further discuss and see how to work on that.
Yeah, I know for Australia, whatever discount is applied on the front end here for like what the customer would see. So if it's $10, if it's $10.50, we wouldn't be expecting to change that from manually entered lines. So they don't get extra discount when they add the lines manually or anything like that.
Okay.
Only because we don't have a need to. Doesn't mean others don't.
Yeah, no, we'd probably follow the same. And similarly, if they phone up and say, oh, can you add a line to an order? That's great. You're not getting any extra discount on that. We're not going to have customer services go back and try and recalculate what coupon value might have been applicable. We're heartless like that.
What you expect is once they submit a card, all those promotion or card promotion discounts will be fixed. We cannot further change of anything.
Yes. They just become like a fixed value. So we sort of want to see, and it doesn't matter how we get it out, but that $600 became $595, and that's basically all we want to know. Yes, we have to take into account lots of different values about how we got there, but at $595 is what we invoice, and $595 is what we would credit or cancel or anything in between. There wouldn't be any 600 involved at that point at all.
Okay. So
only if we can get there. Yeah.
May I cover one more scenario is about the cancel. Okay, we fix it. Maybe they order 3 items at the cart level, and then eventually they just cancel 1 line. And
so they no longer meet. Yeah.
So is it just keep the, because if Magento can help to allocate those promotion card level discount, and then those amount captured on those A or B line will still remain the same, except we cancel the C line. Those allocated coupon discount will not be available anymore.
Yeah, they don't get their $10 back for another order or anything like that. We've sort of put down, and it doesn't mean how strict we be, that we won't accept amendments to orders with promotions unless we made an error or advertised incorrectly or something like that. But we certainly wouldn't be saying, well, we took your $10 off here, we'll give you $10 later somewhere else. If you've cancelled, you've cancelled.
Yeah, New Zealand's the same. Once it's gone through, for good or for ill.
Okay, understand. Then if that is the case, then I go back to okay, it's okay for me now. Go back to Magento side to see how they can allocate those card discount on line level when they send the XML file to us.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Okay. Rajesh, you have any questions on that? How to handle? Are you clear on that?
No, actually, what is the final decision? So are we going to manage discount at Magento side or not? Because in AX side also we are going to make the change into the price and discount. Then how we are going to handle all these things? So what is the final decision? Are we going to keep discount at the Magento side or not?
Yes.
We are going to keep discount at Magento side as well, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah. We don't want AX having to perform additional calculations because the price that we presented to the customer has to be the price we end up charging, particularly when we start credit card payments. So if the price that AX first gave you was wrong and then you took 10% of that, we have to take that responsibility that price is the price we've given the customer.
But in AX also we are giving the facility where the AX can modify the prices, correct? So if this is the scenario right now, the Prashant is presenting the screen. Suppose this coupon code is already applied and 20% discount we have given onto the card, correct? And after that, once that order is submitted to the AX, and now AX make change into the pricing side, correct? They just change the price from 600 to 550. So how then this 20% discount will be handled, and how the AX will provide the data again into the order detail XML? And in that case, how we are going to present the same information into the customer order history as well, because we will have to make some discipline. Either everything will be managed at Magento side or everything will be managed at AX side, else there will be always discrepancy between the Magento and AX side, and always the customer get confused. Right now the order amount was this much, but after some time the order amount is changed.
So I'm not, so in terms of the confirmation document back,
Yeah.
So we've spoken about that obviously all lines would be included, and the first confirmation is the first time we firm the order and that sort of thing. So the price that comes back to Magento on that orders details XML,
Yeah.
are you expecting also to see how something was calculated including discounts and line margins and stuff like that, or are you just simply expecting to receive back price equals 595 and that's what we show on the order history?
Same thing I am telling, that we will have to make some discipline onto this part. So I just taken this example. So for example, suppose $600 right now the price is, okay. After 20% discount, there will be $120 discount there will be, correct. Now if same product we just place the order and the order XML goes to the AX side, and in order detail part where they are just modifying the product, now the product price is 500 instead of 600, correct. So now again we are going to apply the 20% discount on the 500 rupees or the $500, or how we are going to manage that, because at the time of placing the order amount was something else, but now the order amount is something else.
Jacinta, this is about the customer buy price,
Yeah.
We get to know after sending the order to the AX, there could be a possibility that the price can be changed at any time in AX
Yes.
of the product. So over there, Nijesh would like to know how we need to calculate the discount on the cart or the catalog when the price is getting changed once the order is submitted to AX.
That will be a
I'm not
problem.
sure if I'm wrong, but I'm not expecting any calculation to occur after checkout. So whatever price you provide us goes into AX. If AX gets changed and you get fed back a different number, you just present the number. You wouldn't be doing 20% on top of that number or anything. It would just, because the confirmation will only include the actual value, not the first and then the discounted. It will simply say 480, not 600 minus 20%. It'll just say 480. So there would be then no expectation at all for any coupon to apply on a confirmation.
But there could be a problem because the customer will be seeing at $600 and they get $10 off the cart. When that comes through to us, that's going to come through as $590,
Yep.
which we will then return back to them as $590.
Yep.
But what will they be doing with their coupon value of $10?
Exactly.
That's the issue. It's still going to, will they have to take off the coupon value, like remove it from the screen, in which case the customer might think they're not getting that coupon?
Or
Or
is
do
there
they-
just a header value or whatever it is that just says includes coupon ALL20?
Yeah.
It doesn't have to have a value to it, just includes coupon ALL20 as a tag, because we can send that back out on the order details because we're planning on pasting it to a field on the sales order itself.
Yeah.
And Campbell, this is not only one example. There may be multiple examples. Like there may be one scenario where we are saying, okay, if the total cart amount is $1,000, then only you will get this much of discount, correct? But after placing the order, AX just removed one line item. Now the total cart price is less than $1,000, correct? In that case, what will happen? So again, we are going to calculate that discount which is already given to the customer, because at that time when they placed the order, the total cart amount was $1,000. But now one line item is removed, the total cart value is the $900. So in that case, that discount will apply or not. So there are a lot of permutations and combinations regarding this.
I'm not sure that we should be applying anything after the confirmation. So whatever, there shouldn't be any future calculation. So if the change has happened in AX and we've added lines, they don't get more of a discount because it's now 10% of something else, and we don't take anything more off. We don't display anything different to what they're actually going to buy it at, which is $590 or $480. I think, Campbell, the comment of, well, how do they know they actually got a discount and that's not their normal price is very valid. And to display, like, you know, even that, you used coupon code all20 on this as just a header value is more than sufficient in terms of the user. Whether or not that can happen is the question, but I don't think we need to keep calculating anything.
Yeah, certainly after the cart has been submitted through the checkout, no more calculations. You should be just taking the AX confirmation prices. It will just be a case of
value.
Yeah, it will just be a case of we'll need to see what that screen looks like for the customer, so we know if there are fields we have to block out.
Is it possible the scenarios that Sissy has shared after submission, the cart AX, the discount change, price change, quantity change, all those things will not occur once the cart is being submitted or once the cart is confirmed? Because there are like 25, 24 scenarios in which, you know, the changes are being done on the order XML or on the order product lines for the price, for quantity, or for the discounts, and for, you know, shipment quantity, and there are canceling the complete order line or the partial order line, like the based on the quantity. So all those scenarios that we have discussed in our like
they will still apply.
It will still apply.
Yes, definitely, they'll still apply.
Yeah.
So if that applies, so in that scenario, that's what Najesh is trying to understand. So if we go back to our cart scenario over here, the 600 and 360, right now the subtotal is 960. And after having that discount available, so grand total is 955, because $10 or 5, let's consume it's all $15, so 955. When we submit this cart to AX, there could be a possibility you increase the quantity. There could be a possibility you change the price from 600 to 500 for that line number 1. There could be a possibility that you add one more line.
Yeah.
Right, there could be a possibility, but that is the scenario about the discount, wherein you apply more discount at the AX side.
Yeah.
Yeah, but if we apply the discount, you're just taking those prices through.
Right.
So we don't expect any more calculations done by Magento.
So are we understand, if our understanding is correct, whatever the changes you made on the line level for each and every product, be it price, quantity, or discounts or anything, the calculation of the subtotal will be done in AX, and that will be submitted to us in the order confirmation, right?
We can confirm with Mike that goes in there. Yeah.
But
There's no reason we can't put that field in to the XMLs if it's not already there.
So then we would just be expecting to show everything that's on the page, but it comes from AX, or from the document, sorry, from the XML. So it might say subtotal 955 or 950 and shipping and handling $5 or whatever it might be. The discount obviously becomes dysfunctional, so we don't want it there, but what we can give back on the XML is the promotion tag, so it could just say all 20, and then we might ask if it's possible to say discount promotion all 20 was used on this order. It doesn't tell you how much or anything, because we don't need you guys to calculate that, and AX is not going to calculate that. It's not going to do a recalculation. It's just simply going to tell the customer their buy price and the fact that they use that code.
So do you think, I mean, in general, I'm asking, do you think if a customer has already applied a promotion from Magento and we are giving some discount, so are there any scenarios? I mean, generally, if we already have a discount provided to the customer from Magento, is your team going to provide further discount on top of it? I mean,
no.
Is it a general scenario?
Hopefully not.
They're not. Well, you wouldn't want them to, but there is the possibility that they could.
Yeah.
Okay.
We could add lines, we could change prices.
There's options. That it can happen definitely, but we don't want them to. It wouldn't be by design.
Okay.
So, Kanda and Jacinta, I want to confirm one thing. So, if we just expected Magento will just calculate the card discount only when we submit the card. After that, if they already distribute those or allocate those discounted coupon discount amount to a line level, we capture it back, and then when we return back the order confirmation or further order detail change things to Magento, we only show the unit price. That means the net price, I say. Just send in the net price. So I expect that no matter how many I changes, I just send back is for example, first site is 500, and then I just put 500 on the Magento this order form site. And then maybe it's helpful if they can just locate back. This is a coupon discount or 20 apply. We don't need to have a line to show discount $10 there.
Absolutely. That would be absolutely ideal, because then we show the customer what they're paying and we acknowledge that they got there from a coupon.
And also, just having a look at a current WebSphere sales order confirmation, it does have the total sale value.
Beautiful. So we wouldn't have taken
So it's already there.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we're already be pumping that information back to you.
Yeah.
Prashant, can you scroll a bit down
Sure.
so that I can see the grand total? So this is our current cart or the order which is placed from the Magento side. Can you just scroll a bit up? I just want to see the both products. Okay, so this is the two products which I placed from the Magento and the order is placed. Okay, right now I can see there is a one line item entry, discount all 20, that is the $10 discount minus $10. Okay, now suppose this same XML is placed to AX side. AX created the order and then they just modified the 600 to 590. Okay, if they are making the 590, and as per our discussion we are saying that the 590 is the unit price, correct? We will AX will always send us the unit price, so there is no matter where there is a discount or not, AX will always send us the discounted price. So we will just update 600 to 590, correct? Now in that case, this discount all 20 minus $10 line will display or not? That is the question.
I would ask, I'd actually go 50-50. I'd say display discount all 20, but don't show any value.
Well, let's call it something else though. So let's get rid of the line that you see now, but in the XML we will actually send you back the promotional code as well, and we'll just ask for that to be displayed. It can be in the same spot, I don't mind, but it won't actually be what we're seeing here. It will simply just be a read off the XML. It says the value ALL20, just post it. It doesn't, I mean, it's not going to change because it's going to be a read-only field in AX, but yeah, like we'll just ask you to actually present it, not do anything with it.
So technically it means we are saying that we will remove the discount from the cart and then we'll just keep the coupon code from the information purpose, correct? So in that case, whenever we will pull the report from the Magento, they will always, it will display that against particular coupon code there was no discount applied. So is that correct?
That's when we go, so does the reports work off order history or do the reports work off submitted orders?
So I am talking about the coupon code reports. So if I just want to see in one particular month, how many customers just avail the discount coupons and how many values they just got as a discount, correct? So in that, always we will get a 0 value.
So it goes off the order history. So what is recorded as a history in the reporting, is that right? Not off like a transactional value.
I am talking about the transaction value as well, because what the Magento will do, we will just keep this coupon code just from the information perspective, and we will just delete the discount coupon line and we'll make it 0, so that whatever the unit price AX is sending to us, same we will display at the Magento side. We are not going to apply any discount coupon at all, correct? So in that case, discount coupon is just irrelevant. We are just keeping that information from the just to display the information. That's it. Actually, discount coupon nothing means at all.
So you're proposing just keeping the label there and not seeing the values?
But it also means if we do that, Campbell, that the reporting that exists
Yes.
out of the box from Magento will not have any value to promotions in Magento. It doesn't mean that we're taking their values into AX, so we could actually do reporting there, obviously. But it does mean that out of the box, the promotional reports that exist will say that it's never been used, because we're saying that that value is all of a sudden 0, because it's part of the standard calculation of an order history. If we leave it there, even if we hide it, it will still calculate something, which is obviously not what we want, because we don't want it to keep applying.
Would the report show how many times the coupon's been used?
Yeah, they are reports, so we can just check the coupon related reports.
So
How
we can
many
still
times
see who's using it and how often they're using it. We just won't see any value for it.
No, it will not display any value, because it is not. It will always display 0 value, because the coupon, actually we will delete the coupon. Then only we will just display the required information into the cart, because there will be no coupon at all.
No.
So because you guys are saying once you will send us the AX order XML from the AX side, you will always provide the unit price, correct? And same information we have to keep into the Magento side. It means at that time we are not having any coupons. We are just getting the final price from the AX, and same we have to display, correct? So to make that information to sync with the Magento, we will just delete the existing coupon code, so that we can just keep that information as required as with sync to the AX, correct? So in that case, always this report will always display 0. There will be no coupon, no such coupon will be used at all. And internally we can say actually your customer is using coupon, but internally it is not.
Okay, so that is a downside. I think there's no questions to that. However, the flip side to it is that we actually couldn't do cart promotions if we kept it, because we'd be constantly applying a discount that we didn't want to do. So we will lose that, obviously. That is definitely, I understand and I appreciate that you brought it up. And if that's for, like, you know, a business. Trade-off. Yeah, if for a business says that, I'm sorry, we can't lose that reporting value, then we say, well, we can't do it. And that's okay. That's the solution. If we can lose it, then we can do it, and we can report in from AX and DW and do that, because we're bringing in values.
And also, I just want to understand. So 99% of the time we are going to have an updated order from the AX side, correct? So if I just take a simple scenario like this one, where the user is not, where the AX is not changing any price at all, correct? So at the AX side, we just put the product price 600, and then we just get the information from the updated information from the AX side. Well, now this time only the quantity is changed, not the price, correct? And we are making this rule, whatever the AX price is giving to us, that is the unit price, correct? In that case also, we will just delete the discount. So in any way, we are always deleting the discount.
Yes.
Correct?
Okay, here's a thought.
So
we would like Magento and the XML to apportion the discount. But what if we get them to do that, but at the same time also send that discount amount through as a separate field that we can then pull into AX?
That's absolutely what we'd be doing.
The discount code and the discount value.
It wouldn't really give you a value, because we're going to transfer it to a percentage, which at each line will have its own value. So it's only going to say 10% of the discount is 10% of the total cart, so 10% gets attributed down to every line.
But no, you could do that, but at the same time also send it through as a field of just what the total discount is that's been applied for that discount code. So an extra field.
Mm-hmm.
And then you could bring both those fields, the discount coupon name and the discount coupon value, into AX, into a non-pricing field that you could then pull through onto a data cube to report on.
Oh, just for reporting. Yeah, I get you.
Yeah.
Sorry. Yes, I thought you were going to try and paste it back to Magento. Sorry.
No.
Yeah, no, we can do that too. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, because then we'll get the full reporting functionality out of AX.
Yep. Except you won't know which users used it, but that's okay.
So in
well,
that
you know
case,
which accounts, because you'd have it per sales order.
Yeah.
For New Zealand, we have the sales taker name assigned to it from currently web's there, later Magento. So we know which users used it as well.
Campbell and Jacinta, how frequent do you make changes at for the discount related changes, the order XML or in the AX when you send back to Magento?
Changes to the price?
Changes to the discount.
I don't think we're going to send you the discount field. We're just going to send you a unit value, right? Not all of our customers have a discount. It gets calculated in a different way. It's just net pricing.
No, that's fine. So my question is, per the order handling scenario sheet that Sissy has prepared, there is one scenario wherein a change can be done on the discount as well.
Yeah, it can be done.
Yeah.
It will be very rare. It's just the fact that it can be done. Therefore, we have to plan for if it gets done.
Okay, because I'm asking this question, to understand, to handle all the scenarios that Sissy has prepared, we need to buy an extension. That's a third party, it's more like an extension that Magento offers and plug in into the Magento default functionality. If this is the scenario, if discount is getting changed in AX very rare, can we skip that scenario from the sheet and purchase the extension, and later on we can customize the extension to accommodate that scenario as well?
So Khushbu, right now changing the discount is not an issue. Issue is how we are going to
Yeah,
make a
that's
consistency between the AX and the Magento, correct?
correct.
So the issue we are discussing right now, at the time of placing the order, there was discount, but when we got the updated XML from the AX, then we have to remove the discount. So at that time, how we have to handle all this scenario from the customer point of view and the AX point of view both, so that all the data can be in sync. So if we have extension as well, then also we customize, then also we have the same problem.
Correct. Yeah, agreed. Another thing I just wanted to ask over all these questions that we are revolving around, when you send the updated XML or when you make changes in AX and then send the information to Magento, won't you perform some total calculation what has been available at each line level, and what is the subtotal and what is the grand total based on the Magento coupons or based on the discounts that is being used in AX? So I believe the subtotal and grand total has to be matched using the tax percentage and everything. Am I correct?
Yes, that will match. Yeah.
Yeah, it should match for us, but it needs to be matched in AX, and does it how it is currently working with the current systems as
Yeah.
well?
In AX XML, the XML which AX will generate there also it will match.
So
Yeah.
we would be the current plan, and CC, it could still change. Obviously, the current idea is to paste the values given. There'd be no calculation in AX, so therefore the value that comes on that XML is what AX will have until we make manual changes, obviously, in AX, and then that changes anything.
So, Jacinta and Campbell, right now, in my opinion, I think we should take a call whether we have to make changes at Magento side where the customer can perform all the coupons and all, or the AX side. If the coupons and everything is performed at Magento side, then I think it should not be changed at AX side. Else, there is no meaning, because each time we are just going to update and update. Correct? If it is going to happen at AX side, then I would suggest it should not happen at Magento side, so that the system can be in sync. Else, what will happen? Right now, I just placed the order. There is $1,000. After some time, it is just all the discount is removed, and now again it is updated. Again, the unit price is changed. It will look like something else. And again, the reports will also hamper due to this, because sometimes we are just entering the discount and again we are just deleting the discount. Because looks like right now what we are talking, AX is always sending us the unit price. So in any case, whatever the price Magento is sending, we are just going to update that price in almost 99% cases. And if we are going to update that price, it means we are just removing all the discount at all. And it will always display the correct information which is displaying into the AX. In AX, if the unit price is 500, then 500 will display here. In AX, there is no discount coupon, same no discount coupon will display here, and grand total will match.
Sorry, just that last bit about, just repeat that very last bit about in AX if there's no coupon code.
So in AX, so suppose if we just take this example, so for example, we just send the 600 item, 600 price to the AX, correct? And AX just make this to the 590 due to the customer's negotiation, or there can be a number of negotiation, correct? They just make it 590, correct? So when this came to the Magento side, then 600 will become the 590, and there will be no such discount line item, correct? Discount all 20, all these things will be removed because we will remove all the discount just to make sync with the AX side, correct? So in any case, if you will see, we are always deleting the discount once we get the price from the AX side, correct?
Yep.
Yep.
So in that case, I don't think that coupon should be applied from the Magento side, because almost not almost, I would say always we are just deleting this discount.
We don't have a way to calculate those coupons in AX.
Correct.
And it needs to present to the customer when they're doing their order, so it has to be in Magento.
Yes.
So I'm not sure. So the approach that would be, obviously a customer can use a promotion during their checkout process. It gives a final value. We then take that final value into AX, and AX spits out a unit price, not a unit price and a discount. And then the confirmation takes the unit price and only shows the unit price. The confirmed order in the order history gives the customer the price that they will pay. And we can demonstrate, like we can display to them where the coupon code applied in a sense of just the text value of all 20, but we don't need discounts applied further. So whatever AX spits out is the actual value. Where do we see the big concern in the fact that the Magento started the promotion?
So if Magento is starting the promotion, then also at AX side we are not handling that, correct?
Well, we're not handling a further discount in AX from a promotional period, no.
Yes. So in any case, if AX is not handling that, then in Magento also we are not handling that, because ultimately we are just updating all the order related information from the AX. So if from the Magento, always you will see there is no discount coupon applied.
Okay. But in AX, we can still report on it because it doesn't take the calculation, doesn't mean that we can't report the value. So we're not really losing it. We're not saying that nobody's doing it. We're saying Magento's doing it and then won't report on it, but we can say that AX can report on it.
But Jacinta, how we will say that Magento is using that? Because ultimately Magento is also deleting that. Ultimately, when we are getting the
Magento will do the initial calculation in the cart that sends through on the order to AX. After that, Magento can forget about the discount because AX will send back the absolute prices for the customer.
Correct. And once Magento again gives the updated XML, then Magento will again delete the discount, correct? And will apply the unit price which is provided by the AX.
Yeah.
So ultimately, Magento is not at the time of checkout. Yes, the discount will be displayed, but ultimately it is not there. So one more question to Campbell and Jacinta both. So right now we are going to use the real-time pricing, correct? It means always the customer will get the discounted price. 99% I assume customer will get the discounted price, correct? So are we planning to give the discount over the discounted price as well?
Yes.
For the cart ones, yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
We acknowledge that that's what we have to do. Yeah, and on product we can do the same thing.
So I think so what we can do in that case, how we will display. So we will just remove the discount whenever you guys will send us the updated XML, and then in order remarks field we can just put this information, this coupon code was applied, something like that. That we can do. But ultimately there will be no such coupon report. Coupon report will always display the zero data.
Yeah. Okay.
Just while we're in the middle of this, just looking at the current order information screen, all I'm seeing there is the customer buy price.
Mm-hmm.
Wouldn't we want to also, Jacinta, show the normal list price, which is contained within the confirmation XML? So customers can sort of see what sort of pricing discounts they're getting?
Not necessarily. I mean, I don't know that I have an opinion on that either way. I'm just having a look at the VDs that we've got so far. I don't think we've got any order history ones.
Because I'm just kind of thinking, we get customers who say, I don't get my discount on that, because there's nowhere on there, if ignoring the coupon stuff, just talking normal pricing discount, there's nowhere there to say how much discount they got or what the normal price would be, so that they can then work out what their discount was.
For us, I don't know, for you guys, majority of our pricing now isn't discounted. It's a net price, so it's just an applied value, the list price, and then we have delayed list pricing. Different customers get different list prices and lots of other jazz that we like to do. I mean, if we want to display the list price there simply from the product data, because we are going to provide it from product data, we could. I don't expect it to have anything to do with the customer price, though.
Right, because for New Zealand, we're pretty much list price less a discount.
That's why you guys are simple. You're so much better than us.
I know. We saw the light first during the day.
Thank God.
Yeah, so for our customers, it is very much of a case of it's $700 for everyone, but this customer gets $100 discount, that one gets $120. And we do get questions around, no, I should be on 10% or 20% sort of thing. Is that possible to do, guys, to add an additional field in there for standard list price?
That would come from product data.
Yeah, Campbell, I want to check with you because on the order, when we place the order, I think that we just have the customer contract price. That means customer buy price, the net price, capture it from AX. So if there is a list price, then we need to, I don't know, is it from PIM? We need to get another set of list price value.
Yeah, PIM would have the list price, and I say for 99% of our products, that will be the same for everyone.
So we did with, gosh, I can't even remember, and I'm so sorry, but it might have been CC.
Are we going to provide the coupon discount on the list price? I think it is something we are going to provide the coupon discount on the price which is we are getting after the real-time pricing.
Yeah, that's fine. We accept that. That's no problem. This is merely a case of displaying information to customers.
Just displaying.
So it'll have no calculation values for you. It's just to give our customers a head up, because currently, let me have a look, see. I'm pretty sure we do display that currently.
It'll be a very, very busy screen, Campbell, because there's already 3 fields of pricing on the cart and everything, which is your gross price, your discount, and then your net. Obviously, if there's no discount applied as an additional thing, you don't see it, but it'd be 4 fields per line. It's a lot.
So the cart's already showing the discount.
That discount that's shown in that cart, like on that thing that I did, was a catalog discount inside of Magento. So gross price for the customer was their buy price was 80. The actual list price might have been 150, but that would be then 4 pricing fields.
Yeah, so you're showing You're talking about promotional price.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just talking about regular pricing. So no promotions or coupons involved. When the customer sees it, they should be seeing the list price.
Okay.
And that percentage is on a scale. So a very small company might only get 5%, a middle company 10%, and a large company 15%.
Mhm.
And then we give them a kick in there as a rebate later on. And it's kind of important for our customers to be able to see that if we change any discounts around, they see that they get those better discounts. Or if they're not buying enough, they lose them.
Okay.
I think it would be confusing for them if they just saw in most situations, are gross price only. They didn't see that they're getting their 10% discount.
So the fourth field that you were referring to, was it a list price that you were referring to?
We call it the list price, yeah.
So in that case, let's say the list price is 100, right? And if we keep that value here 100, and customer buy price, I mean the gross price is, let's say, 80.
Yeah.
So which means, so are we also going to show a discount? It is not, just imagine it is not a
No.
discount on catalog. It is a discount actually. 100 is the RRP, recommended price. You are getting 80, which means you are already getting the discount of $20, which means the net price is 80 now, right?
Yes.
So
in
we
that
don't want to
case-
show that, do we, Campbell?
No.
That's
We
too much.
just want to show the list price.
Just as a fourth field that has no calculation whatsoever, is just the basis for the customer to understand that their price is different to the list price.
Okay, and will that list price be shown on PLP, PDP as well? Product listing
Yes.
page.
It's currently not in the designs.
That's what I was wondering.
I think we're deviating with the last calls when Campbell was not there. We finalized that customer buy price will be the gross price. It's not the list price that is being displayed to the guest users will be displayed to the customers as well. Remember, Jacinta, you have shared certain calculations or certain sheets with us, and after looking into them with William, we have finalized that customer buy price, for which you do a lot of calculations in AX right now. We'll just remove and we'll just fetch the customer buy price data for the logged in customers to be displayed on their products.
Yep.
So this would be a field that would come through from PIM.
So we had a meeting on that, and William, I know you were there. I can't remember if it was Mike and Neetu, and decided that we will not be pulling that from PIM because it's not required there. It needs to come out of AX.
Correct. We're planning to pull out that data from AX, and this information will be listed out in the public catalog for Australia and for the guest customer in New Zealand. So the XML file format will be the same for Australia and New Zealand, but the price information, the list price information will be published on the public catalog for long login customer in Australia, but for New Zealand, the price will only be shown for the guest login customer.
So you are pulling through the list price then?
I think that is the list price for New Zealand, right? The guest
Right, so
custom.
Yeah. But you're still just
dummy account.
Yeah, you're still just pulling through the net price for that account, for that item. It just happens that they don't get any discount.
And so we're using that approach to, in Australia, to retrieve the list price. So that's how we're saying that list price is generated, is by this particular account, and we've got an account set up for it, and saying that that's your price file for any guest user, public user, what you want to display, and that's our list price basically.
Yeah, but we're talking about the actual list price, the base price for our customers.
I would like to just comment one thing here, that list price and the price which we are mapping with the demo customer, both are the different things. List price means any guest user can just see the list price, and when we are saying a price which we have mapped with the demo customer or the one demo account, then it means first the customer will have to log in with the demo account user, then only that price will be displayed. So ultimately, that is also a customer related price.
Yeah, I understand what you're saying, But at the same time, our customers generally expect to see the list price, what we call the list price, so the base price of that product, regardless of who the customer is.
Correct.
And
Yeah.
they then expect to see what they will be paying.
Correct. Yeah.
So this screen doesn't show me that. The screen only shows me what they'll be paying.
None of them do. None of the visuals that we have so far have list, and like for Australia, that's okay. Again, if you were to display it, I don't mind. I mean, it becomes really busy, but.
So how you guys?
I'm prepared to put it to the business, but I'm fairly certain they would come back and say, well, no, our customers will want to see how much discount they're getting off the normal price.
So I just want to understand from the customer point of view how that information is important. So if I am a logged in customer and for the New Zealand we are just providing the list price information on the demo account, correct? So it means as a guest user I can't see any price, correct? And if I am already a valid account, then first I will log in, and after login I will be able to see that price which is just negotiated only for me, correct? So that price we are displaying here. So that list price is only available to the demo account. For the guest account there is no such price available.
How do you know if you're being paid if you're being charged the right amount?
So Campbell, for the demo account, we have, we are not displaying shopping cart or all those pages to those customers who have logged in using the demo account credential. As it is, as it has been, discussed in the workshops. However, how the New Zealand workshop website will look like whenever the user enters the URL, by default, 3 pages will be displayed: homepage, PLP, PDP, and on all 3 pages, this price will not be available. Once any of the guest user who has the demo account credentials, once they log in using those demo account credentials, again those 3 pages will be displayed, the same catalog will be displayed, but now they can see the list price as well on those pages.
Yeah, I'm not worried about demo account, guest accounts or anything about that. This is about any person who logs in, all you're going to show them is their final price.
So on the,
and I'm saying that they need to generally see what the original price was.
So for the, yeah, please go ahead.
I was going to say, so we're actually not actually getting that information, though. I think what trying to explain at the other end is that whilst we are getting it for the demo account, that's because we're getting nothing else for the demo account, where we're treating it as the demo account buy price, and we are actually only bringing in buy price full stop. So we can't really say that for customer account 1, 2, 3, get their buy price and get demo buy prices at the same time. We don't have the data at this stage.
Yeah, it's something I'm going to have to present to the business because I can't sign off on not showing the customer their list.
And so we don't have this as part of Australia. I'm just looking at WebSphere now, but part of our reason is because of the way we do pricing is that it used to come through as gross price equals the customer's price anyway, and then it would be incredibly confusing because it was there's no calculation to it. There's no minus 10% or anything like that. So we only show your buy price right now in a logged in customer on WebSphere.
Campbell, is it not possible for the registered users in New Zealand to display the customer buy price in the field of gross price, and then the discount and net price is the Magento promotion that has been applied to the product?
I think Campbell, is happy with what we've got in a sense of what you're displaying as gross price, discount, net price. That's okay, and it's all the good calculations and all that. It's the display of the extra field just as a view only for the customer to demonstrate that there's a difference between the list price and the gross price.
If you want, we can change the label name. Instead of gross price, we can have the buy price. and then the net price is the something that is will be displayed.
But in that case, Khushbu, if there is no such discount, then always the list
There,
price and net price
yeah,
will be
there'll be
same.
only a buy price. There'll be no discount and no net price. That's the buy price of that customer, which is already a discounted price.
Oh,
No, I
yeah.
think we want to see what you've got there. Like, we do want to see those three fields exactly as you've already calculated them. Like, we're not asking to change anything that we've already done. It's just the addition of a product attribute, not a customer attribute. So the product has a list price. It's got nothing to do with the customer price as such.
So maybe just to make our customer understand, can we have any information icon, something like on the cart page, when somebody hover that, we can have a message there. The gross price listed here is your customer specific prices, while the the list price could be different. Rather than showing the prices, just a message that we can give to customer, if that would work. Just a suggestion.
But in that case, Prashant, that message has to be published on the PLP and the PDP pages, or anywhere where the prices are being shown.
Yeah, I'm just thinking, rather than showing a new field of list price.
It might not be true. So a customer might not get a discount on a certain product. So we are showing them their buy price, but it's not discounted to any extent. Only because certain items we only sell at recommended retail because of what they are and things like that. So there's no discount applied.
Yeah, we can have that kind of message as well. The prices which are being displayed is, I feel that the prices that is being displayed to the customers, they have already been decided in the contract, right? Or is it something that you change on the go?
Oh, in the contract. Sorry.
Everything is in the contract, right? So everything is in the contract. So there could be a possibility that product A might have the list price and customer buy price as the two different prices, but on product B, the list price and the customer buy price is same for that customer.
Yeah. Our pricing is so complex. It's not even just part of the reason that we haven't acknowledged or picked up that there's no list price, because Australia don't use it. It's almost irrelevant for us. I mean, it exists and we have the data, so if they wanted to present it, then obviously we can adhere to that and not have an issue. I think Campbell is going to have to go back to New Zealand business. He's just come back online, so hopefully he'll be back soon. He'll have to go back to the New Zealand business and say, look, this is the proposed thing. Can we do it? Or are we going to have to make a change and bring in an additional product attribute on the cart and PLP and PDP page to demonstrate the recommended retail price? And I think the association to that, it is a product attribute, not a customer attribute.
Mm-hmm. So I think I would also go with the Prashant suggestion. We can just have the simple message on PLP, PDP, or all the pages wherever we are displaying the price, as the gross price is the contracted price for your company. So
is your actual buy price,
yes,
or something.
Yes, something like that. So we are not saying that this is the list price or this is the customer buy price. We are just saying that this is your price which we have set up in the contract with the company.
And it could even be more simple than that, and as simple as the price displayed to you on your cart and checkout is your final invoice price, or something similar, or confirmed back. I'm not even sure we actually need a disclaimer, because for us it's just normal. But I think they just need to consider whether they can just go with just showing the customer their buy price and any additional discounts that might occur, or they have to then look to put the list price. I think it's going to be very busy.
Yeah, in the price, it just came up one more question. What is the tax percentage that you would like to have on this tax? Because I believe it was not had yet decided yet for Australia and New Zealand.
It comes through Janice, correct me if I'm wrong, that Jenny wrote this. It's going to come through on the customer file for the product that their catalog file.
Yeah, the customer item catalog, that file, we will capture the tax rate.
Okay.
Perfect. because it could be different for different customers, different rules, different laws.
So the tax is different for the different customers within the same country.
90% of it, or 99% no, but like in Australia, for example, if you are a registered charity foundation, you don't necessarily incur tax, and certain products don't incur tax. So we will provide the data on a customer file.
Okay.
So even if we show the...
I want to ask a question. For the tax calculation, I want to know it will down to the line level or the total order level. What I mean is your total order subtotal time the tax rate, or each line you will time the tax rate to calculate the tax amount and sum up to be order level.
Correct me, I think it's an order level, right? Or is it on the product level? The tax calculation.
Yeah, it's a order level. If you are asking from the XML point of view, then we can give it to you item level as well. But in Magento, it is displaying at the order level.
Is it calculated off the order level?
Yeah.
Not just displaying? Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Technically, that's not correct for Australia to the absolute letter of the law. However, ASA Abloy in its current form doesn't sell product that would be exclusive of tax. So we're not really going to be concerned by it until we start selling fresh food and milk and things like that.
Yeah, because I just I need to double check any case in other country.
Yeah.
But technically, it should in AX we should allow in one single order some item with tax calculate and some is not. But if you are on total order level, then this scenario cannot be handled. Yeah.
No. I mean to say we are displaying the tax at order level, but it doesn't mean it is calculated on the complete cart level. Okay, because the tax is something which we are configuring at the product level. Each product or each customer may have the different taxes, correct? So ultimately it is just calculated at the product level, but it is displaying at the order level. Okay.
Well, for us, that's okay. So if it just said that, this particular item shouldn't be calculated, then it wouldn't be included in the total, right?
Correct.
Yeah. I think that works then, Cece.
Yeah.
Okay, got it. So in that case, I want to double check one thing. I want to check when I submit the test rates to you, I mean the master. So that one I should provide is customer and item combination or on customer level?
I think already I checked the customer acceptable. So right now you guys are providing the tax at the customer level.
Customer level.
Yeah.
Okay.
Customer level. Yeah. So customer level maybe as Jessica said, one particular country may have different taxes for a different customer. So right now we are handling the tax at a customer level and the site level as well. So it will be good if we can just create a rule from the global point of view. For this country, this will be the percentage, and for this country, this will be the percentage. That will be too good. But if it is not the case, then at customer level also we can handle the taxes.
Okay.
Okay.
I do have to apologize, but I will have to disappear at 7 our time, but 5 your time.
So is it the case that we need to wait for Campbell to get back to us on see what we deal with the list price things, right?
Yeah, I think so. I think that's just up to them now.
List price and discount both, I think, correct? Because discount is also we have to finalize what we have to do.
His absolute requirement will be just to actually display the list price and not anything to do with the discount. The customer can figure that out themselves. Otherwise, there's too many discount fields and it would be far too confusing.
Yeah. I also want to confirm because just I heard that it seems that Campbell saying that he want to have the discount to show is the list price minus the invoice price or net price instead of the discount we have the calculate now just for catalog discount. Is my understanding correct?
I think Campbell's back. I was going to say it might be worth to change that to promotional discount, the one that we're actually seeing now, to differentiate a normal discount. But Campbell, do you need to demonstrate as well that the customer gets a 20% discount off list, or are you happy to show 180?
I'm happy to show just the prices at the stage. I think I could sell that to the business.
So in addition to what we have now would be just the additional field of the product list price as a product attribute.
Yes.
I do apologise. I have to disappear.
That's okay, Jacinta.
Yeah.
Let me know if you need anything else, but thank you.
Great. Have a good night.
Thank you.
Thanks.
So shall we carry on this discussion, or shall we set up another one together with Jacinta?
I think it's better to set up a meeting together with Jacinta. Otherwise, we'll have half information, and then again we'll need clarity from Jacinta as well.
Yeah.
So anyhow, we need to set up a meeting together with Campbell and Jacinta. So for now, let's digest and jot together the pointers that we have captured
Yeah.
from these two
before we
meetings.
Sorry, Sachin. Before we drop off, can we just have the clarity on the keying and coloring for the pointers that Campbell has just shared yesterday with Mary?
Sure. On that, of course, since these are the queries from Campbell, we can, of course, go ahead.
Campbell, I'm just pulling up that data. I think Mary has presented in the wireframe, in the PPT. I'm just opening it. We just need clarity for one pointer. For the other, it's more like an annotation. We'll just walk you through, and yes, we'll just update the annotations accordingly. Nothing more about that.
So Khushbu, just a quick thing. Do we need Janice in this discussion?
No.
So Janice, thank you so much for joining. If you want, you can carry on with your work.
Yeah, so before end, I just want to double check one thing.
Yeah.
Sorry for me to leave the one. One thing. So the team will have to see how to allocate the coupon discount, card level coupon discount to the line level, right?
Sorry, can you come back again, Janice? I am really sorry, I missed it.
Okay, I think that what we need to further discuss is how to handle the list price. But go back to the previous discussion on the card coupon discount. What Campbell and Jacinta, I think they clearly explain what their requirement is. They want the card level discount will calculate in the Magento side, and then the calculated discount amount will be allocated to line level. So you will handle that part. You will study how to do it.
So the distribution of discount across the line item is not an issue at all. As I said, if there is maybe a fixed discount, then also we can calculate the percentage, and if there is a percentage into a coupon discount, then it is very much easy, correct? So distributing the discount over the line item, that is not a big issue at all. The issue is how we will handle this discount coupon when we just get the updated XML from the AX side and other scenarios. So yes, if your question's answer is yes, we can just send the discount at the line level as well. That is not an issue.
It's more of the reconciliation that we need to finalize, Janice.
Yeah.
Janice, to answer a question, we are still in discussion and it has not been finalized yet.
Okay, so that means that the next meeting we need Jacinta and Campbell to join. We'll need to further discuss on that one, except the list price things.
Correct.
Yes.
Okay. Understand. Yep. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you, Janice, for your time. Have a great day. Stay safe.
Thanks, Janice.
Yeah, you too. Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, so just do let me know if you are able to see my screen.
Yes, I can. Thanks.
Okay, so Campbell, if I go with your comments one by one for the quotation and coupon fields, yes, we will remove this field from here and we will display along with the quote number as suggested by William in yesterday's or on Monday's print demo call. Now the quote number / sales agreement, there will be only one field and either of them can be entered, and we just put the disclaimer or the information over there that the quote number has to start prefixed with Q. However, the sales agreement has to be prefixed with SS so that one can know in AX whether it's a sales agreement or is it a quote number.
Sweet.
Okay, coming back to the next point about the keying and coloring, what we understand with the comment that only those fields applicable to the specific item will be displayed. Yes, in the keying and instructions, only those values will be displayed in the drop down that is applicable to this particular product, not all of the values.
Yeah, so it's kind of excuse me, two-pronged. When you select a keying instruction, there may be no specification fields.
Yes, definitely.
Yes.
Other instructions will have one specification field, and other instructions will have both.
Yeah, so
Yes.
we are handling these cases already.
Sweet.
So this is the majority of the fields that can be displayed on a page, just to have the spacing and indentation, everything. That's why we have displayed the maximum scenarios over here.
Cool.
Okay, moving to this one, the associate keying and coloring. You just mentioned that the keying instruction charge line, wherever applicable, will match the quantity of the parent line. Yes, if the quantity is changed to 2, so accordingly the product ABC quantity and accordingly the price will be updated to $100 as it is done on this main product, the parent product. But the second point you mentioned that it has to be suppressed when sending or submitting the order through AX because you are already managing this logic in AX.
Yes.
Okay, so Camel, we can do that, but I think there is one more requirement wherein it's more like having the line number in place 1, 2, 3, 4, and it was more like the shipment has to be received in a same order the way the order has been placed. So if the product A is present on line number 1, it will always be on line number 1. It cannot be moved to line number 2 or so on. Something like that.
Right.
So
That will be a problem then.
Please go ahead.
Because I know currently with AX, it adds the charge lines to the bottom of the order.
Yes, so we are sending the charge line item along with the order.
Yeah, what Campbell is saying is that in AX they are adding the charge line item at the bottom, not where actually the product is.
Okay.
Yeah, so WebSphere currently looks like what you're showing me now, but they don't send the charge line through because otherwise it would double up once it came to our side.
Okay.
So that line gets removed from the XML file. When the order comes in, AX automatically adds those appropriate charges back in, but it will do it at the bottom of the order.
Okay.
And then you'll get your confirmation back.
So in that case, you're saying when we get the confirmation back to the customer in Magento, now will they see this product ABC, which is at number 4? You're saying when the confirmation comes in Magento, now they will see this 4th product in the last, after 5th, right?
Yes, that's correct.
So that means that it would be swapped with the 5th. So 5th becomes 4th and 4th becomes 5th.
Yes.
So we need to change the mapping of line number, what is present in Magento and what AX will going to send us.
Yeah.
Because we are sending line number and we are receiving line numbers, that is the serial number from AX. Correct me, Nirjesh. I think we are doing that line number mapping, right?
Yes, yes, yeah.
Sorry, I'm still here. This is Janice. I heard about your asking about this one. So I want to kind of check with you. In Latvia, will they delete the line and just add back our AX charge line when we send back the order confirmation? Because it's quite hard for me to, or for us to do the mapping again. Because XML, when we receive it, we don't import to the system. We don't know which line against, which AX charge line against this one.
Right.
Can we just, in Magento, remove this line when they receive the order confirmation? Just accept what we send it to them.
Yes. So I think we will be handling this information through the AX line number, because at the time of order detail XML, you guys will send us the AX line number as well. Correct? So whatever the line number you are providing into that XML, based on that we will display the information. So if you are displaying the fourth product at fifth place into your order detail XML, then we will also display the same.
But Nitesh, we need to capture it for the customer, because we are displaying this information when the order is being submitted from Magento to AX to the customer. So either when we are submitting the order, or when the customer is placing the order in Magento, we need not to display this charge line item to the customer on order history page at all.
No, we will display else how the amount will be calculated.
Exactly. We need to display it, and we are displaying it at line number 4. Now Campbell is saying we can also suppress this line while submitting the XML to AX. Now the point is, we have captured this line number 4. We have captured this charge line item at line number 4. But now when we receive the confirmation from AX to Magento, we need to change the serial number of the item, and we need to have the logic in place whether the same line item is already present in our order or not. Because it could be a possibility that
I don't think we have to check that the same line number is present or not. We just have to, whatever they are providing the line number, same we have to just maintain at our side. Am I right, Campbell? And based on that, we just have to sort the line item. That's it.
So can it be done, Najesh? So just in case if we submit the order like this with the charge line item at number 4, and then they probably when we share the XML or this information back to AX, so would you suppress this information so that they do not add because they are anyhow going to add this information back from AX?
Yes, this will be the customization, because till now I was not aware about this. That this
we were
particular
not aware of that.
this charge item will not be a part of order XML. But this just came into picture right now.
Yeah.
So if this is the scenario, so because meanwhile we will just have to make changes at our interface and the database handling side as well, so that we can just identify on which particular item we just have to include into the order XML and which we have to exclude, and as well as from the order history point of view, from the order print point of view. Instead of Magento order line number, we will have to sort the data based on the AX order line number.
The other thing is that once you're sharing this information back, so Campbell, please correct me if I'm wrong. So will this charge price or the charge item price, that still continues to be part of the order summary, right? That is not deducted.
Campbell, it seems that it's not joined all the way now. So I just Campbell is not here.
Oh, he's not in the call.
Has he dropped out?
I don't know. Probably some network issue or something like that.
Yeah.
I think
So
he's
Janice,
back on.
right now.
Probably joining.
Right now also in order detail XML we are keeping this charge SKU line item. So I understand at the creating of order, we will not send that, okay, this will be the part of customization. But at the time when you guys are sending the order detail XML, in that XML, this line item will be there?
We will create additional, so we have our own logic. We'll know that we need to create a new charge line on my SO. So when I send you back, I will send you this line information, but I don't have related Magento line number because it's newly created in AX. And I think that I really don't know which item maybe, which line item maybe.
Okay. Okay.
So Janice, I think in the order detail XML there is one tag that is refers to for the additional parameters parent line number, something like that.
I need to check.
Yeah.
Whether they have relate to which line. If yes, then maybe we can relate back. But if not, then we need to see how to handle it. I need to check because I think that Westry are doing the same, but I don't know how Westry are working on this. So I think I need Campbell to also give me some input on this. But I will check in the system as well to see any indicator for me to know which line is referring to.
Sure.
The parent line.
Another thing that is coming to my mind right now, if I look at the order summary, we need to deduct the charge line item value from the total order summary. Am I correct? From the grand total. Because we are sending the data after suppressing that line information to you.
Yeah.
Not really, because we are talking about real-time pricing. So the moment we are going to select any of the options, we have to fetch the actual price of that associated product, and we have to show it. This is how it is working in WebSphere as of now. Then why we are going to? You're saying when we are sending the XML order XML, then we have to deduct this.
Yes. When we are
In that case, if we, but Janice, a question to you: if we are sending this charge line item as a part of our order, so what is the concern that you can think of at the AX end? Can't you handle it if we are sending it as it is, what we are getting in the cart?
Yeah, because when we receive it back, because I want to know this logic built in both sides. So in Magento, you build the logic to show the charge line. At the same time, we build in AX. Even I manually create the related item and input those keying instruction. The charge line will also automatically create. So
okay.
Because of that, when you send it back, they will show two charge line in AX creation.
Okay. Just to avoid that doubling, you would like us to suppress the line item while sending the data from Magento to AX for the very first time itself.
Yes, correct.
So when we suppress this charge line item, so do we need to reduce the cart total price as well?
I don't think so, because that charge line is, for the purpose of displaying to the customer that they need to pay this charge.
So, no, William, we will not remove the. So it is like when we generate the XML, while suppressing this line number 4, we will reduce the amount by $50, which will be so AX will receive $90 as a total. However, the customer will still be able to see $140 on the order history or order detail page, because we are still displaying the product ABC and the respective price to the customer. It is just in the order XML we are suppressing the line, and I believe we need to suppress the related price as well.
That should be fine, because we don't do anything with the total value in the XML anyway.
Yeah, that's true.
So my question still is there. So Dennis and Campbell, to you. So say suppose if we suppress this charge line item and the price in the order XML that we share back to AX. So you guys in AX would add a line item for this charged, for this keying and the coloring product, and then also would add would also update the order summary price. So $50 would be added. Yeah, right?
Yeah, AX will read the instruction, apply the charge that applies, and that will filter through just as a normal line.
Okay.
So in essence, you'd get line 6 come back. That will be the product ABC.
Yeah. Got it. So in our case, then Khushbu, we need to suppress the price and reduce the the
Yeah.
total price in that case.
Just one more, yeah, just one more question, Campbell. Is it possible that the charge line item product ABC that we are displaying to the customer upfront whenever before he proceed to check out, and the charge line item that you are adding in AX, they could be different. Like right now, we are adding product ABC as a charge line item, but it
Yes.
could be possible that it could be like XYZ instead of ABC.
Yes.
Okay.
So we're basically relying on our customers to make the correct selection, but sometimes we see that they make an incorrect one.
Okay, so you correct it.
Now, normally that is at the journal stage before the order is released.
Okay.
So you'd get any changes at that first confirmation.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
It doesn't happen too often, but yeah, there's one or two cases where it does happen.
Yeah, but it does happen. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So as a final, we just have to update the order total as well, correct?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, and another question that was obstructing my mind is when we receive this order summary back, so do we need to update this order details page according to what we have received from AX, right?
Yes.
Yes,
Yes.
we have to.
Everything has to be updated to the customer as well.
But not really in the way it goes. So now it is at number 4 while we are placing the order, but when the confirmation comes back, it could
It
be
will
at
get
number 6.
5 or 6, anything.
So anyway, because if we have two
Yeah.
products which has keying in it, so which means from AX we will be getting 2 charge line items. So
Correct.
Correct.
Yes.
it could
So
be.
you can imagine that line 2 and 4 are gone, and you'll have 6 and 7 added in.
Correct.
So how do you communicate the customer in that case? Say suppose like Campbell, you gave an example that probably there could be a scenario that the customer selected a wrong charged item against a specific product, and then when it comes to AX, then you read the instructions of the product carefully, and then you correct the right charge item against it, and then that could be a possibility that the price of that charge item could be different than the one he has selected, the customer has selected. So is there a information that floats in at the back end to the customer? Because what would happen is like they might have like as and when in future when your the payment gateway gets incorporated and you are making the payments upfront through the credit card, so you might have already paid the price of like $140, but then now the charge item or the line item that you're selecting from the backend could be of a higher price or a lower price. So what would happen in that case?
Yeah, and that's a hard one because we don't do cash payments, so to speak, at the moment.
But the future requirement is so.
Yes, yeah. And it's a hard one to answer because I'd like to say that, well, the customer thinks they're paying this price, therefore we should honour it. But if they've made an invalid selection based on our keying criteria, and it's really only the keying, colour isn't an issue with this.
Correct.
We may have to go back and charge them because it may be costing us too much.
Okay.
And in the current scenario, how you are going to communicate to the customer? So even how the customer is going to make the payments later on. So how are you going to communicate the customer that probably you have selected the wrong information there, so the difference in the price is this. So how is this information going to go back to the customer?
Well, basically it would go back to them in the sense that the confirmation would be our higher value. It's a hard one to answer at the moment because it's not part of our business practice. So we've got no scenarios around how we would do that.
So anyhow, so of course, I mean that communication can take place, of course, by manually communicating the customer also. But upfront, then we update the order summary, we update the price, and then we update everything that is displayed to the customer based on what we receive back from AX, right?
Yes, and it may be that the business decides that if the customer's paid by credit card, good or bad, we honour that and take that price, and therefore the confirmation won't change.
Yeah. All right. I am not too sure if I'm thinking out loud here, but there could be some other complications around it. I cannot
Yeah.
upfront think of it as now, but then of course when the testing team carries out the testing, they might come across with some scenarios that need to have a revisit on these things.
Sweet.
Yeah. For now, I think I'm okay.
Okay,
Yeah,
fine.
sorry.
So I believe one more thing, in the keying and coloring, whatever the specifications or the values that you change in AX has to be updated in the order details once the confirmation has been received, right?
Yes.
It is just like a product change that they do with the normal products.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Campbell and the team, I think that I still not yet I get your decisions on how to deal with the charge line in Magento. When we send back the order detail back, that XML back to Magento, AX create the charge line. And then is it okay that in Magento side just delete all their create the charge line and just import what we have in AX to
Yes.
avoid any
Basically,
duplicate?
yeah, the charge line should be treated like any other line, that if you don't receive it back on the confirmation, then you remove it.
Correct. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it is just like a normal line item, not any other separate behavior.
That's right.
Yeah.
Okay, so Legis, I want to double check one thing. Does it mean that when the first order detail message, if you receive it and I cannot get back to you the Magento line number, then you will delete it in Magento side?
Correct. Yeah. So right now, so suppose we just take an example. Okay. Right now we just take this screen example. Right now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 products are there. Correct. At the fourth line number there is a charge SKU. Correct. And
Yes.
when we send the information to you, so at the fourth number we send the Magento line number to you. Correct. At that line number 4. Correct. And when you are sending the updated information to us, at that time you are not sending this line to us. It means this particular item is deleted from the order. And if you are just sending this line number, and then we will just update this particular item's information into the order. Okay.
Okay,
That
so you will
makes
delete
sense?
the line in Magento or change the status to cancel or void or anything.
Yeah, that will be whatever the status we are getting into the updated line. That may be partial shipped, or partial invoice, ship remaining quantity, all these things. So that will be handled as a part of order update.
Sorry, maybe I asked you again in this way. So if when I send back the order detail to you, and then I don't submit back any information of this line 4, so what I will see in Magento side?
So so you are saying if you did not submit any information regarding the charge SKU, correct? Then
Yes.
what will be happen at the Magento side, correct? So in that case, this charge SKU will be deleted from the Magento side order as well.
Okay.
So we display exactly the information that is shared by the AX back in the order final order XML.
Yeah. So it will be always in sync with the AX final order.
Okay, understand. Is it? I want to. Sorry, one more question. It's just for first order confirmation, or every order detail I send you, this behavior will happen?
Every order detail we will send, because at the time of sending the order detail, at that time from the XML we are not able to identify whether this is a final XML or not. So each time you will send the order detail XML, this behavior will happen.
Okay, understand. Yep. Okay, clear.
Yeah. Okay, thank you. Yeah.
Okay, so Campbell, that's the most important thing. I think the remaining comments that you have provided us, or what we have written. It's just the rephrasing of the words, but yes, yours and ours understanding is on the same page. That
Sweet.
the only the addresses, those addresses will be edited which are not derived from the ASABloy AX. Others will
Excellent.
not be. Yes, yes. So we will definitely. We have already mentioned in such a way, but if you want, we'll rephrase it. That's fine. But this is our understanding as well. And
Okay,
yes,
that's sweet. As long as we're all on the same page.
yeah. And for this mobile, definitely we'll keep the comparison on the mobile version as well. But it will only display like this much of information in one go, and one has to scroll to view all the features or attributes used
Uh,
for the comparison.
I would have to comment on this. I think as per the final decision, I think it was, isn't it the case that we're not going to keep the compare functionality in the mobile version?
So per Campbell, he would like to have this in the mobile version,
So
and because this is one
can
of
you
the selling
just,
point.
yeah, so can you just go to the presentation mode, Khushbu?
Sure. Oh,
Yeah. So Campbell, the limitation that we had in this, I know I haven't read through the comments what you have stated. So the other thing is that once you have the top bar menu in the mobile, so there are two things that are missing in this wireframe as of now. One is like in the mobile, you also have a top row, the default top row, which talks about the service provider signals, the time probably, and the other things, right, on the top,
Right.
right? And on the lower side you already have these options of going back and forward, and then of course the other views. So we did discuss that in case if that line also comes into picture, you'll have only one attribute or feature that gets displayed over here, and then it would be really difficult for any customer to actually scroll back to such a length and review all those features one by one.
Right.
Yeah, so that's why we were thinking of not having this compare functionality, and also as discussed with Mary, this was not used too much on desktop. So do we still want to go ahead and have this on mobile version? And with
Um,
this screen being sticky, so it leaves you with very 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 few space, for the end user to
it's
compare.
not going to cost us anything to have it there, is it?
No, not really. It's not going to cost us
Um,
anything.
yeah. Like we're not asking for any changes or anything. It's just this is kind of standard.
Yeah.
My personal opinion
Mm-hmm.
is I think we may as well have it as not have it.
Okay.
I don't think it's going to do any harm to have it. If Australia and the other entities are really anti having it, that's fine. I'll go with that. But if it's not going to cost us anything, it's not going to harm anything, I think we may as well have it because at least we can tell customers, hey, you can compare a couple of products. May not be very user friendly, but you can do it.
Mm. All right, I get your pointer there then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not married to the idea, so if everyone else decides no, we don't want it, that's fine. We'll go with the majority.
Oh, okay. So should we wait for other folks to comment on this and then take a decision after that? Anyhow, I mean, whatever is the final decision, we'll keep you posted on that, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Perhaps push that one out to make sure everyone knows to actually read the presentation.
Yeah. So Kushbu, quick one on this one. Did we receive any comment from Australia on this?
we have not shown, I think, the mobile version yet, and I'll just check
No,
once again.
this is already shared with them.
Okay, so might be you have shared this week itself.
Yeah. You're
Yeah,
right.
so yeah, at least I'll just check it today. Maybe
Okay.
they have started giving comments from Australia. We'll start receiving the comments from Australia, and they're calling him Campbell. I'll just update you over the email so that we can take a consolidated decision over it.
Yes, sweet as.
Great. That's all right. So let's come back on this and then finalize it upfront. That's all right. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Let me know by when do I need to set up another meeting with the same time family together.
So I'm not sure. William, is it like a public holiday on Thursday and Friday in Hong Kong, right?
That's correct.
And then Jacinta was mentioning that it is also a public holiday on 1st, if I'm not wrong. Yes?
On Monday, she was saying
Monday, I
that
thought.
it's a public holiday in Australia.
Oh, it's on Monday?
Yeah, that's what I heard.
Yeah, that's what I thought it was.
And okay, so then I quickly want to check. So are these next 2 days, like Campbell and Jacinta, are you guys working on the next 2 days, 30th and first, like Thursday and Friday?
I am, and I think Australia is too.
Okay, but William is not. So William, is it fine if we record this session and maybe you want to hold this and then review this recording later on? Is it fine? I'm not sure. I'm just thinking out loud here. It could, like, I could easily get an answer, no, that's all right. And then we are okay.
I'm fine for you guys to go ahead first, and then I can pick it up afterwards and maybe some catch up with you later on. That's fine.
Yeah, and of course we are going to jot down all the minutes of meeting so that you are not losing out on a quick brief up from these pointers.
Yep.
Okay. So Khushbu, I would suggest maybe we should schedule a meeting for tomorrow.
Okay, the same time, 8:30 a.m. For IST or 11 a.m. Hong Kong time.
Yeah, I think I should. Let's do it 8:30 a.m. the same time tomorrow. Campbell, is that fine with you?
Yeah. I'm
8:30
locked in my house, can't go anywhere.
I'm saying 8:30 is quite early. Can we do it a bit later?
Nijesh, we need to close this.
So
that
Nijesh,
no more
just one,
questions come
Nijesh,
back.
just one more day. Just one more day. Wake up a bit early. Just one more day. Maybe you should start your day at 7, go for a walk, do some running, and then join the
Oh,
meeting.
in this lockdown, we cannot step out of our houses.
So
Not
just one
even
more day,
dogs are allowed.
Nijesh. Just one more day.
So what you're saying is you're available 24 hours.
No. Oh God.
But
I
this
know
time
how we are
almost
managing.
this time almost we are 24 hours available.
Campbell, for the just for your information, we were working like Saturday and Sunday last week itself, and probably I don't know, it's going to be the same this week as well. But
Yeah,
anyhow,
I can imagine.
yeah.
You know Sachin. You say it like this, but you know.
So we need to get this. We need to make it happen. So yeah, that's all right.
Sweet.
I have just one point to William. William, just if it will be good if we can have the price XML, customer catalog price XML format, so that we can start working on that part as well.
Okay, I can send you the link. I think the price XML file is already up in the SharePoint site, but it is a big one for all the customers. But yeah, you can still use it.
Yeah. So can you send that link or something? Sachin, do you have any idea? Link?
We can figure it out. Just in case if we not, we can reach out to William. That's all right.
Sure. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you all, guys. I know it's pretty late for Campbell. Sorry to keep you waiting that long, Campbell.
good, mate.
I'm really sorry.
Sweet as.
Yeah.
As I say, it's got to be done.
Yeah. Yeah. So we'll meet
Thank you so
8:30.
much, guys.
Yeah, 8:30 tomorrow.
Cool.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, guys. Have a
Thank
good
you,
night.
guys. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
I'll be sharing the minutes of meeting before we start tomorrow.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you so much, Kushbu.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
See ya.
Bye.